our flight. Whiskey round table. Oh, Greg, Karen, and the whiskey wizard talking facts and tastings. They've got you covered. Whiskey round table. Oh.
All right, can you hear us now? Woo!
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
try that again.
Woo! We have audio. All right. So
We are your hosts,
it's Friday night.
Karen Helen Keller, Doug Dunbar, and our special guest tonight, producer Zach. All right.
I'm back.
Thank God Zach's
Again.
Yes.
Anywho. Yes.
Sorry about that. Something was unplugged.
Hey,
so
that's what happens when you do live stuff,
that's
right?
right.
Amen.
Yeah.
I must be some type of bad luck charm. I do apologize.
You put the Maloik on
No,
this.
no.
I did.
Not the Malark, but the Malike.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Good to have you back. So, yeah, it's a lot going on. So what's new with you?
Yeah, I've just been really busy with work. So obviously I haven't been making it around. I saw a free Friday to come over, and I was absolutely going to take it. So
Awesome.
it's good to
Nice.
catch up with you guys.
Sure.
Yes. So a lot going on. It's Cinco de Mayo, and it's also Derby weekend and everything. But the big news today is Casey got her library card. So
There you
so
go.
there we go.
Put your seatbelt on, everybody. It's going to get crazy over here.
Oh, the kid gets crowned tomorrow.
She's learning how to spell I.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We get there's a new king coming
tomorrow.
to being coronated. That starts
Coronate?
at like 5 in the
Coronate?
morning.
Coordinate?
Coordinated.
Yeah.
Well, because of the time.
Coronation.
Yeah.
King-
Oh yeah, I
King
think
Charles?
it's 4:30 a.m. if you guys are tuning in. Set your alarms right now.
Oh, yeah, I'll be up for
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the moon was absolutely full and beautiful this morning.
What were you standing in front of the
It's
mirror
tonight.
or what?
I was.
It's
It was
actually
full tonight.
it's actually full
Oh,
tonight.
it's 3
so-
full moons. What was going on?
Yeah.
But but the moon was beautiful, but it wasn't like real white. It almost had like an orange tint to it. So it
Yeah.
was, but it was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So what show do you think we're on of the year so far?
Of the year, we're on the 16th show.
13th.
I was close.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
it
lucky 13.
feels like it should be more, but it's what it is. So I have some a little bit of Derby trivia for you. What the Derby started in 1875 was the first Derby. There were about 10,000 fans in town for that.
Was it in the same spot that it is still held today?
Roughly, yeah.
Okay.
And so 13.1 billion in revenue last year. So. And about 160 million is spent in the city of Louisville over the Derby, and there have been 3 fillies to win in the time that they've been doing the Derby. Regret in 1915, Genuine Risk in 1980, and Leah Thomas in 19.
Oh
no, Winning
she
Colors.
identifies as a
Winning
horse.
Colors,
There we
actually,
go.
1988 was Winning Colors. So there have been 13 Derby winners to go on and win the Triple Crown. Thank you. And so how many mint juleps do you think they sell?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you know what? I looked at this once, and it's like
It's in the
unbelievable
millions. It's gotta
amount.
be in the millions.
They might as well just
Not
put
quite
it in a
that
pitcher
high.
at that point.
But
Pour
it's
it
a
out.
significant fraction. Now, it's 120,000 mint juleps will be served, and they go through about 10,000 bottles of Woodford and about 10,000 bottles of the Forester mint julep ready to serve cocktail mix.
So does anyone know? I'm just asking, like, what's in a mint julep other than the Woodford?
I can tell you.
Oh.
And their classic
down.
is just muddled. It's simple syrup, muddled mint, and then lots of crushed ice, and then your bourbon of choice with a sprig of mint on the top. That's the classic. Now some use some Angostura bitters, and there's different variations, but that's the basic. It's a very simple drink. I like that it's all pretty much based on straight bourbon with a little. It's it's a take on the old fashioned, really. So,
And I think Woodford is one of our favorites. We like, that's a go-to. And I
Yeah.
know we did a double oak last week, and that's one of your favorites, the Woodford double oak too.
the Sosas are coming over tomorrow for
Oh
a little
gosh.
derby watching, and
Hide
I'm gonna
your
use
valuables.
I'm gonna make some use some Old Forester 1920 for our mint juleps.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Yeah, that should be good. And there is a limited edition Woodford Reserve called the Secretariat. Woodford Reserve Secretariat. How much do you think that costs a bottle? It's
I have no idea.
$200 is my guess.
$7.50.
Wow.
Little sweet.
Anyway, there's a
That's
little
spicy.
Hey,
little Kentucky Derby trivia.
That's a spicy meatball.
That's a spicy meatball.
Compared to Pappy Van Winkle's, that's just a drop in the bucket.
I know.
What you- on the secondary market, but anyway.
It's ridiculous.
I agree.
Yeah,
Just
but
imagining a Pappy Van Winkle mint julep now.
Yeah,
The heresy
imagine?
that would be.
Oh my god.
there's some fool out there.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it's a low price of $500.
Yeah.
Well, there's probably somebody else out there with enough money that they don't care. They would do that, but yeah.
Nice.
So, G, what are you smoking?
Yeah.
I'm smoking a Royal Havana cigar, the Diablo, and I don't know what there's more than just two of Ecuadorian and Habano fillers, so to say, but I don't know what the third one is off the top of my head, sorry. But that's what I'm smoking. Great cigar.
All good.
Right.
All good. And I
Nice.
see Dave from Royal Havana's out on vacation
He's-
doing his Formula One.
Formula One, Florida, down in
Very
Florida.
nice in
Don't take
Miami,
pictures.
yeah.
That's- Formula One is my favorite race car.
He's
Racing
attending a
team.
Formula One event. there?
He is. And he had his picture with Bernie Kosar, too. Today.
wow,
I saw
funny.
that.
And it's not bad because the tickets where they're going to be, him and Nunzio and Frank Payne, their tickets were $15,000 a ticket.
What? What?
Yeah,
And buy a lot of bases.
Oh yeah, okay.
15,000 a ticket, kids. But hey, if you got it, spend it.
Yeah, this is true.
Hold on, I got a drink.
Please hold. Although I do appreciate the Narragansett over there.
Don't you?
Everywhere I take that stuff, everyone, what the heck are you drinking?
This is
$1
great.
beer.
That's like,
$1
Yes.
beer.
for the price you
It's
can't.
gr- and
beat
it's
it.
really, and I mean, I don't really drink beer anymore, but it's really
Yeah.
good.
So this is the beer. If you watch Jaws, this is the beer that they were
Yep.
drinking in Jaws.
Okay.
And because I'm such a movie stupid nut, that's what sold me on it. I'm like, oh yeah, whatever, I'll try it, and it is really good and it's cheap. So
I got a few friends from Rhode Island, and
You're
every
welcome.
single time they're like, "You gotta try Gansett," and I'm like, "Do I have to?"
oh, it's just Gansett.
But it's
Oh,
just
it's Gansett. You gotta try
Oh, yeah.
Gansett.
Oh, that's funny.
Is that the famous scene where they're all hanging out getting drunk and then
It's actually earlier
it starts
in the movie.
thumping on the side of the boat?
And that's where I thought it was, but it's actually earlier
Oh,
in the
okay.
movie when they first get on the boat, because trust me, I've watched. I'm like, where is this? I have to find this. But it's earlier when they are first and they're chumming for the shark in the beginning. But anyhow, yeah, I like it. It's good stuff.
A little bit of product placement in there.
Yeah.
Too funny. What do we got on the scroll, kids?
What do we got
Yeah,
on the
who's with us?
scroll? We've got Lindsay.
What's
Lindsay
up, Miss
Pooh.
Lindsay?
Hey, Lindsay.
Yeah, Lindsay, we were having technical difficulties. We're all
Yes.
good now,
Patrick Patterson is here.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Patrick. Oh, yeah. Well,
Here.
I'm just.
Come on.
Here we go.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
You got Phil Weaver, cabinet
Phil.
maker extraordinaire.
Yes, sir.
He's
Thank you.
drinking a juicy IPA. It is a 6% IPA. He's taking it easy tonight.
There we go.
Of
Oh.
course.
Is that Saucy Brewworks or?
He doesn't say. Where's that from, Phil?
I know they have the Juicy ASAP, I think,
They've
but
got somebody has the Elvis juice. I don't
oh,
know who
Brewdog,
does that.
Brewdog,
Is
I
that
think,
Brewdog?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Where did you get this, Phil? Let us know. Let us know.
No, I was hanging out at a dive bar over in Parma yesterday, and of course, you go into a place like that, they got an IPA on tap. Just automatically, don't even ask, put it in a 20-ounce glass. They're serving 10% IPAs. It's like, come on, you're killing me.
10%.
Yeah, that's...
Phew.
All right.
Phil says it's from Evergreen.
Evergreen.
Evergreen?
Okay.
I've never heard of that.
I'll have to
Jose.
look it up.
Evergreen. Okay.
Jose, what's up, dog?
All right,
Good
Jose.
to see you. He gave us a cheers. Nice. Good to
And
see you.
So, Pat and Lindsay, let us know what you're drinking.
Nobody else? No.
Phil says it's a local place.
Okay.
Okay.
You got Brother Steve from Houston, Texas is out here.
Brother
All
Steve.
right, Brother Steve. And,
Whoop, whoop.
yeah.
Let's see what else we got. I think that's it. We've got some quiet scroll going on tonight, which it happens.
Yeah.
I-
Everybody's Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, that's
that's
true.
right.
Yes.
Everyone's out getting
That
margaritas.
must be
They don't
that.
care about whiskey.
Can't blame them for that.
So it's funny because Albert Santilli,
The third.
the third, North Coast Jazz Ensemble. So his wife, their family has I don't know, probably 3 or 4 Mexican restaurants. So, and so they're at the restaurant now, right down the street, Mexican restaurant, and Albert is bartending. That ought to be interesting.
Yes.
And
They're losing money tonight.
Yes.
I was going to say, why aren't we there?
and
We will be.
And Judith is handling the bar tables, so to say. But I went by there on the way home from the office, and it was packed. I don't even know if you can get another car in there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it was packed. I was like, holy
It's a
cow.
great restaurant.
It
It
is.
really is. Very authentic
Yeah, very
Mexican
authentic.
food. Plaza Agave, right up on Washington Street in Bainbridge. Yeah.
Too
So
funny.
I don't know. Maybe we'll hit that later on and give them a hard time. Who knows?
Lindsay's drinking an ice cold Diet Coke. All right.
There we go.
I'm a girl. An ice cold. Whoa.
She'll add a
will-
splash of Jack and honey. Jack honey. Oh,
That's what
In
that
honor
was
of the round
Naomi's
table.
drink was
great job, Lindsay.
Jack Daniels, Jack and Coke.
She loves
And it was actually, she made me try it when she was, I think, 14. But anyway, it was really good.
Apples
I
don't
enjoyed
fall far.
it. Amen.
So, what is it, Pat, tonight? Is it a Lagavulin or Lafroig? What do we got?
Yeah,
So let us know.
And
Okay.
I know my father doesn't go on the scroll because that's a little bit too much for him. But I know he's watching tonight, so Dad, thank you for watching. Hopefully the new computer's working
All right.
and you're able to listen and
Is
hear
your dad,
us.
is your dad on the scroll?
He's not on. Are you kidding me?
I thought he figured all that out.
No, it's like, Dad, here, just hit this button and it'll come up.
Yeah.
No, that's all we got. That's all we
That's
got.
funny.
Well, maybe eventually we'll get him there.
It's like
but
you getting a library card.
yeah,
I
it's like a
got that
library
damn
card.
library card.
I don't know. You and Casey, it might be a crazy night. Anywho,
Okay. Well, shall we take a look at what we're gonna?
we could do that. You want me to do bottle cam?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, put your seatbelt on, kids. Here it comes.
Hey everyone, it's time for the bottle cam. The bottle cam.
There it is,
Alrighty.
Nashville Barrel Company.
Yes.
So, Doug, is there like an intro you want to? Because I know you go to Nashville often. Is there something you want to mention about this before I get into it?
I actually don't remember the details of the first time, but somehow I
Too
was
many Nashville Barrel.
Yeah.
I was.
Tell it like it is, Doug.
I saw it.
What happened was.
Oh, no! Wait, I do remember. I do
I
remember.
woke up and my underwear was on my head.
That's a different story. We went to. I was visiting the girls, and we went out to a local whiskey festival they had, and they had tables set up around this huge complex swimming pool. It was in the fall, and they had tables set up, and local and national distillers were there, and I got in line for these guys, and I tried the first thing they were offering. I picked another one. They were all three of them were outstanding. I thought so. I ended up going to the local liquor store there, picking up some more, bringing it home. I love that. So it's kind of been a thing where I pick it up whenever I have the opportunity. So
Nice. Well, thank you for
Absolutely.
sharing. I'm just
So, yeah.
admiring the color. That
it's beautiful. Isn't it?
Great dark amber color. I love it.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm sure you're going to tell us more about it.
I have a little bit of info.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Nashville Barrel Company, they started out in 2018. There were three guys, and they used to like to get together and drink bourbon. And they said, you know what? There's not enough bourbon, supply and demand. So they decided to start buying their first batch of barrels to make their own bourbon. So they would go all over the country. They would pick their single barrels with friends. In 2020, they released their first single barrel rye, and people just started talking about it, word of mouth. So, everyone was talking about their wood. I mean, their barrels.
Yes.
Message received.
So they decided, let's open our own distillery,
Yeah.
So in March of 2021, that's when they opened their own distillery. And it is in Nashville, Tennessee. And the whiskey itself is distilled in Indiana. I wonder where that comes from.
I don't know. I think it has 3 letters on it, but
I don't know.
which as we talked about last week, right? I don't know what they do, but
Who
Yeah.
knew? Who knew? But some of the behind the scenes people, so they're Mike Hines is the CEO and co-founder. He has in the past, which I think is really cool, he's raised $3 million for cancer research.
Nice.
He is a respected member in the Bourbon Underground and picking more cult single barrels than they can count.
Huh.
James Davenport is the mix master.
yeah.
He co-founded, he's the co-founder too. He spent 5 years on a submarine with the Navy. Thank you, James, for your service. He retired to Nashville. He began his whiskey journey with 10 years of retail experience, opening one of the most popular and followed stores in Nashville. Oh, I thought you were going to
What?
say something.
No,
okay.
what's the store?
It
does it
doesn't
say?
I don't.
Okay.
It doesn't say. It doesn't say.
Okay.
But he is the chief blender, mix master, single barrel samurai. They call him all
Yeah.
these different things. But what's really cool is these guys have a history of going around and picking barrels. And that's like kind of what made them get on the map and open their own distillery. So what's really cool is if you ever go to the distillery, you can sign up and pick your own barrel.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
That's cool.
That's really cool.
we did pay a visit to them, their actual operation in Nashville there. So yeah, it's just kind of a storefront.
Really?
It's not very big, and so we didn't get to go see what they're doing. I got the impression they have barrels stored all over the place in the general Nashville area. It wasn't all there on that spot, which is more a place you could go and do tastings.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
cool. So if you go on their website, there's a form and you can fill it out. And the choices, you can do a single barrel rye, a single barrel bourbon, a single barrel rum, or there's a checkbox for, I don't know. But what you get when you do that, so you get access up to 4 barrels, you get a guided tasting experience, it's bottled the same day.
Wow.
You can bring up to 8 friends. You get your own logo on the label.
Nice.
So
I wonder what the cost
I
is.
don't know. I was trying to find that
know.
out, but I'm sure you've got to submit the form and have some communications
I mean,
and figure that out
yeah.
because we could do a whiskey
Oh,
roundtable.
boy,
in
that would be
Nashville
great
barrel.
to have a
Well, it would be awesome.
barrel pick. Yeah.
Anywho, but yeah, so it's really cool, and I like how they have, they started out by picking their own barrels, and now they're sharing that.
Yeah,
with people.
they were just
So-
very good at it, right? And they involved it into a business. It's a pretty
Everybody-
neat story. I mean,
Yep, everybody loves their wood.
yeah, yeah.
So this specific bottle that we have, so they're all
Yeah.
a little bit different.
They're all single barrels, pretty much. I think I could be wrong on that, but I think they're all single
yeah,
barrel.
this
Every
definitely
bottle's-
is. Yep.
Yep. Right. Do you have the specifics on this one as far as?
I have just a little bit of information on
Okay.
the specifics of this one. I found that it was $130 a bottle, so it's
Yeah.
a little steep. It is aged for 5 years. It comes in at, you guys are going to love this, 117.42 proof.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I'm
Nice.
excited already.
Yeah, that isn't. That's a manly.
Not
proof
for the
there.
faint of heart, is it?
Yes.
And it won a double gold at the 2022 San Francisco World Spirits Competition.
Hey.
Yes. Color says dark gold and something I had on, but I wouldn't call that gold. That's more like a
Like an amber. That's
yeah,
what
it's
I
like
yeah.
a
Yeah.
beautiful copper color almost.
It's almost like the char on it makes me think it's even more than a 4,
I was wondering about that as soon as I looked at it. It's like, what? kind
Yeah,
of
well,
barrel
maybe
did
it's
they
well, it
use?
is. What I think it is. It's 5. It's a 5-year age, so that's for a bourbon. That's a decent amount of time. I mean,
Sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, I wish I could find more out about it but I think because it's such a local, newer place, there's not a lot of information out there yet. But hey, that's
Yeah.
why we're trying it. We'll give you some.
one of
more
the best places to shop in Nashville is a place called Midtown Cork Dorks, and when you go in there, there's always a ton of their offerings. So that tells you something.
Cork dorks, huh?
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
really
a,
like that
a
name.
whiskey nerd's paradise. So they're always pretty well represented there. That's another place I can pick up some.
Look at him, he's smiling. I'm a whiskey dork.
I'm gonna have to remember that.
Hi, my name is Doug, and I'm a whiskey dork.
Yeah.
No,
Yes, I'm a cork dork. Whatever.
I'm just gonna walk in and say, "Excuse me, I know Doug, the original cork dork. I heard I get a discount."
yeah. So I think the tasting notes that I'm going to share with you guys, I don't know that it's necessarily tailored toward this bottle,
You're right.
but it is tailored toward the straight bourbon whiskey.
one of their
we'll see if we can
selections.
pull
Yeah,
out
we'll-
some of that stuff
We'll
from
see
it.
how it compares. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Did you have anything else you want to add about this?
No, I just obviously I like these guys. I can honestly say I haven't had a bottle that I didn't think was really good. So hopefully that that trend continues here.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do this thing.
Pass it out, kids.
Good deal.
There you go.
Danke Shane.
Okay.
Dunk the chain.
Muchas gracias.
Oh,
Cinco de Mayo.
and
De
honor,
nada.
All right. Wow. Yes.
All right,
That's
so
that's a nice color.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
beautiful. It really is.
It's yeah.
It's so dark. I
heavy.
want to find the char on this. I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna.
It's heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah, it's pretty thick too.
It's thick. Yeah, for sure.
You know, and it's
got some
interesting
legs.
that you can pick, if you go to do a barrel, that you can pick a rum, because this kind of reminds me of like a dark rum color.
That you know what? I couldn't place it, but you're exactly right on
It
that.
almost
just-
does have
yeah.
a rum color, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a dark rum color.
Pretty sure it's not though.
Oh,
All right, nose, baby.
I get a little ethanol out of it.
well, at 117 proof.
Yeah.
I really don't get a lot, but
No, but it's
Not as
there.
much as I might expect.
I get a little bit of cherry, but nothing
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, cherry, right?
I do get some cherry. And I get something like something else sweet, like a jam or something.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Like
You-
a cherry.
I got I made the
jam.
mistake of getting my nose too far in there, and it overdid. You know, it overwhelmed.
Right.
You
I
need
have
some
to
coffee beans to kind
had
of.
to back off a little bit and try it again. At 117 proof it.
It's
I've tried
I get
ahead.
some like
You're right. It's hard to get through to anything just because it
Yeah.
kind of gives you
Yeah,
that
it-
punch
Right, you
straight
start-
up.
get some
You start locking in on something, and it kind of takes it away a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? But
yeah, it's
a little
strong.
bit of like
it's pleasant though. The nose
Yeah.
is pleasant. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, you talk about cherry. I could
Mm-hmm.
smell some cherry or dark fruit, if you will.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we always talk about caramel and vanilla and all that. That's all there as
The
well.
basics.
You know, I don't
Yeah.
usually always say that because you know it's like a given. So to
yeah,
say.
we kind of say that's a given with a lot of bourbons, but
the nose is the nose is good. I can't wait to dive into it. Maybe I can get more out of the palate than I can the nose.
Well, should we do that? Should we dive in?
yeah, let's go ahead.
Speaking of
Let's go
which.
ahead.
So as you guys are doing that, what I found, the nose says corn, toasted marshmallow, orange marmalade, and cherry cobbler.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I said
You said
some
cherry, yeah.
some kind of a jam. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. The I could see maybe the orange.
Ooh,
Making my eyes water.
making my eyes water.
All right,
Yeah, it's all of 117.42 proof.
all right. I'm gonna
I-
hit it. We're going into the palate. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
no, we
no.
already
Oh,
said.
did-
Oh yeah,
We're
we're,
just-
just,
yeah,
we're way
you're-
ahead of you
you're
on
catching
this
up.
one.
Wait a minute, kids. I
Wake up,
apologize.
wake up, wake up. Just kidding. Ooh, it's nice and warm. Really
So
is.
it's funny. It's a little different than the nose. I definitely get your cinnamon here. Like, do you guys get anything tropical like coconut?
I do, definitely.
At the end, I get like a weird cinnamon coconut thing on
Yes.
the finish. Like
I get.
up front, I just get it straight up the back of the nose, but then afterward, when it starts to simmer down a little bit,
Yeah.
you can
And
start
there's-
parsing through.
Look.
It's kind of got that. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say an oak. Like,
Yeah.
obviously there's
Yeah, there's a little
that
bit of dryness there.
dry
There's a
oak,
little
which
bit
I
of
like.
dryness.
I mean, maybe that's
It kind of gives me a. You know, we talked about orange. It kind of gives me a little bit of an orange honey tone.
yeah, that
So-
marmalade they talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's nice, and I do get the cinnamon out of it. It's
Definitely.
it's got that 117 for sure. It's a little warm, but it's forgiving actually. It's not like
Yeah.
burning my pit or any of that other stuff. It's nice.
I'm trying to think
Got a
because
smoothness to it.
I'm getting this. I think it seems very very sweet, but you don't actually notice it because of the heat there.
Yes.
Like it's in good
Yeah.
balance.
It is very good balance. You're exactly right. It's nice. I like it.
It's
Yeah.
very unique to me. It's hard.
Everything's tightened together and you get that nice barrel aged quality that I like. That I do like that dry oak, but it balances out with the right amount of sweetness for my taste. I mean,
So put down your library card. What do you think, Casey?
I am not the drinker, guys.
I know you're not.
It's strong.
It's strong is a good word. Yes.
Verdict from the audience is strong.
I mean, we can also.
It's a long finish.
Yeah, it's got a
very
nice
long
warm but not hot finish.
Yeah.
And to me, like that's where I get like allspice and some oak.
I kind of get that
finish.
minty, Hall's cough drop, so to say. I have a little bit of that in there too, but it's nice. I like it.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
just going for bourbon the first time, do not jump into this. This
If you're
is something you
introducing
gotta work your
somebody,
way up to.
it's probably 117 proof bourbon is probably not the place to start.
Not
so.
the place to start. No,
I can.
I give you a guarantee. Yeah.
Casey,
Put a little water in
Casey
there and
vouches
see what
for
it
that.
does.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say. Thank you, G.
Curious.
That
right?
I want to try a few drops in this and just to see what happens.
See, I'm afraid dropping water in there would open up more of the cinnamon and make it more hot. But what did you
Sometimes that happens. Yeah.
It changes the whole flavor.
Oh gosh.
So what do you?
Even changes the nose.
It does. And you get that heat, but it's not. It's a lighter in the heat.
Does it mellow it?
It does mellow it. I almost kind of get with a little bit of water. I almost kind of get like a black licorice, so to say.
Ooh, interesting.
It's
Zach, did you
it's
try
nice.
Yeah,
Sure,
it got
yeah.
it actually got sweeter.
It did get a lot sweeter.
It got a lot sweeter with the with a little
brown
bit of water.
sugar, maybe.
I taste that kind of toasted marshmallow. Did we say?
You were
Yeah.
fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know. But thank you.
Has to be said every once in a while.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. So what are the official or the
The official
notes that you
tastings.
have.
I'm gonna try it with the water. Just to
okay?
see
Yeah. Oh
what
yeah. Give us your impression.
It does open it up and it does mellow it out. Yes. Totally different.
Put a cigar in your mouth, and it's nowhere near the heat.
This is rare for
yeah.
me that I actually like
nice.
it even
It's very
better with a little bit of water in it.
Yeah.
And there's that's very allowed, which we talked about.
Yeah,
That.
oh, yeah.
Sometimes just that little bit more water, that distilled water, can bring out a lot. Now, of course, I put soda water in it just a little bit, but just enough water. But it's nice, and it pairs real well with the cigar. And I'm smoking basically a Maduro cigar, the Diablo. But it's nice. I like it.
I think if you like that barrel quality you get from higher aged whiskeys, it's got a lot of that. So
I agree. And you know what? I would like to try this with we used to have those big ice cubes.
Right.
And have it cold and let the ice cube
I was
kind
about
of
to
I was
just
just gonna say I would drop an ice cube in it.
yeah.
100%.
I discovered in my fridge I have ice cubes made out of that limestone water that we tried on the show.
Right.
I just found them messing around in my fridge. I said, okay, I'm going to use those
Why
next
hold
time.
back on it?
Yeah, that'd be the perfect.
Why you
I'll drop-
bogarting them?
Put some of these in a tumbler and throw one of those cubes in that.
Yeah, I'm not me personally, I'm not a big fan of ice in whiskey. Maybe one little piece of cube, so to say. Not
Yeah,
nothing,
small. They're small.
Something
Yeah.
real small, but I like to do a cap full, and I lost my cap. But anyway, so I just dropped a couple drops in there. Yeah, it's over there. That's what it is. But that's something I would want on my bar. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to get
Definitely.
rid of
I
some
have
of that bar, but
right now. I have three more in my American whiskey collection. So
there you go. I like it.
I have two rye and a bourbon. So yeah.
So what do you got?
The tasting notes for the palate, I have cinnamon, caramel, cream candy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe more with the water I get. More
Yeah,
like
I
that.
agree with that.
Okay.
And I got some of that marshmallow.
Yeah, toasted marshmallows where I was too.
Yeah.
On the
yeah.
Go ahead.
Toasted
Finish.
coconut on
Yep.
the
I
palate.
said that.
You guys said
Wow.
that.
I didn't get that.
Allspice
Yep. I said
and
that.
rich oak, which I think you all
Yeah,
said
lots of
it
oak.
had the oak.
It's not overpowering though.
It
the oak.
isn't.
Yeah, I'm always scared when you get something that's that hot and that dark that it's going to be
Right.
over oaked, but it's definitely not.
It does have, even on the palate, after you sit with it in your mouth for a little while, it does have that dryness like oak does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very, probably one of the longest finishes I've ever had doing whiskeys.
It's
for
a slow
alcohol.
decay. Yeah.
A slow decay.
Yeah, but it's not like a burn. It's not like a long burn. Which,
Right.
Yeah,
Nice.
for me.
How much was that bottle?
$130, which is what I found. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's what you paid.
I probably didn't pay that much, but I think probably if you were gonna order it, online or something, that's probably what you'd have to pay. But,
Right.
On the finish, they say pistachio, white pepper, dark chocolate, and dry oak.
I didn't
Yeah.
get any of the dark chocolate.
No, me neither.
I do get the oak. And
definitely the dry oak, pistachio. Yeah.
And
No,
again,
that- maybe I can
each bottle is probably different because
sure.
different
And
barrels
everybody's
and
palate's
stuff.
different.
But I mean, you've got a base there, and
nice.
we pulled some stuff out of that. But
Yeah, I would. That's a bottle I would like to have. The other one that we did, that Nashville barrel, was really, really good.
Was it a rye that we did?
I think it was a rye.
Yeah, I think it was.
It was really, really good.
I had forgotten we already did one.
Yeah.
I will say that the water has opened up the nose to be more ethanol-y.
I didn't get that actually.
On the
tilted down.
nose,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
more, but on the palate, it's less. So it's weird how there's like a trade-off there by
Yeah,
doing that.
it,
Yeah, I
it
didn't
got
get-
softer and sweeter on the palate.
For me, it
Yeah,
did too. Same
on the
thing.
palate, but
It
the
didn't-
nose is more.
The sweetness really came out. That's why I said maybe brown sugar or something like that. But it was really
Yeah.
sweet with that. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, kids. We get
No,
we're in the
No,
break.
no. Yeah, are we ready?
John Donnelly's in the house.
John
Stephen
Donnelly,
Williams.
what's up,
What's
dog?
up? When you coming in, John? We miss you.
Don't come in Memorial Weekend because I won't be home.
No, we won't be here.
Stay out of my underwear drawer.
Sorry, try again.
Yeah. Okay.
He's gonna run around the house.
It's
with it on
funny.
his head.
It's funny because I was going to call John Donnelly yesterday, believe it or not, and we got wrapped up. We ran around and I totally forgot, but I had him on my mind. So it's funny that he's on the scroll. So,
He's hanging out at Steve's house. He's in the house from Steve's house. Oh dear
wow.
Lord!
Wait. So Steve get a pass and you got a pass too, huh?
Holy crap!
Interesting. Huh.
There goes Houston.
Yeah, there goes Houston.
Oh,
well,
and
that's what happens with the transgenders. But anyway, go ahead.
so Steve says he's drinking Old Elk Weeded.
So I was a little late on that.
I've had the old elk weeded. We had that back in the day. Not only do we have the weeded still, but we had the that was a couple years ago when the old elk came in. But
Yeah.
I've had it. It's really actually.
I have an
Elk is
old
good.
elk cognac cask finished.
Oh,
But I just
Sounds
saw
good.
it and I bought it and I've hung on to it. I'd be looking for another one because I want to try it, but
I think the old elks.
I've
that
never
I-
found another one.
The old elks that I have, I think I have 3 different bottles, and they're all store picks. They're all the same store, Ohio Liquor.
This isn't a store pick,
Yeah.
but
I just got one of the Ohio Liquor ones during
Yeah?
that single barrel Saturday
Oh,
or whatever.
Yeah,
a little bit ago.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
I haven't
This I
opened
got
it
like
yet.
the first release that Old Elk ever came in. I think I have 3 bottles. I'm almost positive I do.
I don't know that I've ever had Old Elk.
We have it. We've had it.
Have I?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's pretty classic.
It is. It is nice. It's a nice bottle.
Yeah.
It's not cheap. I think it was like 80-some bucks. a
No,
bottle,
they're
which
not.
is- But it was good.
do you know where? Do you happen to know where they're made or where they're out?
They're not in. Old Elk is out west, if I remember correctly, but I'm not sure. Can you want to pull
Is
it
it
up?
one of
I'm gonna
those
search
Wyoming?
it. I don't think
Colorado, Fort Collins,
There.
Colorado.
Oh, there we
Not a
go.
bad place to be.
No, it's good.
Yeah, so when you said Old Elk, I was thinking Old Scout because we're going to do that in a couple weeks, and that
Yes.
is an OHLQ pick.
Right.
So
Which one do we do? What is that?
it's an Old Scout.
Old Scout. Okay.
Is
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
going to be a straight rye, and it's
Right.
an OHL
It's
pick.
it's a
We're going to do
sort
in a
of-
couple weeks.
Right.
And I think for that show, we
Yeah.
may have Bourbon Bob in the house. for that.
Ah,
There we go.
yeah. Woo, woo.
Yes, JD, we miss you too.
I miss you, brother.
Wait, someone quick with the blur.
So all I
What,
know
I was
is
pointing at the light.
I see now.
So I just had a list of, before we leave this topic, but the San Francisco World Spirits Competition, double gold, you said. They also won 2022 Ascot double platinum, Bartender Spirits Award gold in 2021. So that's for their single barrel straight bourbon.
gonna
All
get
right.
a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm interested in this.
Well,
bottle,
he's
really.
going to get ready. He's getting ready to score, so he needs to
Well,
do
no, I
another
scored
little
first
score.
last week.
So Doug, this is something that you brought to the table.
All
so
right.
why don't you go first this
Okay.
evening?
All right, I shall. Okay.
Oh, I put you on the spot today.
I really like this. It's no surprise because, I buy these because they're kind of in my, at least for American whiskey wheelhouse. I love the aging, the oakiness. It's very balanced. I really like these. And this, I don't know if it's the best one I've had, but I do really like it. I do like high-proofed American whiskeys, and I would suggest on this one, at 117 proof, put that few drops of spring water in it or whatever. I think it's I usually don't find it to improve the whiskey, but in this case it does. But I'm hey, for me this is a solid 4.1.
Nice score.
It's in my it's for me it's what I look for. So.
You don't get those out easy, that's for sure.
No, he
No,
does not.
I don't. To get
Unless
me
it's a Scotch. He does,
well,
yes.
4 or above is it's I don't give those out too easily. So.
So Zach, being our guest, what do you think?
I almost feel bad because I know he never rates things high. I wasn't going to go bad, but I'm at about a 3.7, I think, on it.
Okay.
I like it. I like it a lot. It's not over-oaked. It's almost a little bit of a one-trick pony for me.
Okay.
By that you mean...
It's hot, and then it goes into that kind of, cinnamon coconut finish, and it's... To me, I struggled to get, the width out of it. It's very good for what it is, but not something that I think I would immediately reach for. It's very good, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Fair enough. Karen?
So I threw down my score right away before you even did yours, and I am not a fan of the higher proof. I kind of stay away from the stag. Is it that's really high proof? Not my wheelhouse.
Gotcha.
But it is good. I would agree. It has a lot of flavor, which I do like. But I am coming in at a 3.4 on this one.
Okay.
We're just raining on Doug's parade today. I'm sorry.
No, I mean,
I know.
So it's not bad, but
no,
it is not something. If I had a choice, it's not something I would grab because it is a little
Yeah.
hot for me.
No, I mean, and again, this is a kind of a separator whiskey because of the very high proof, and and it's like it kind of, I think, divides on what you like. It's going to be one of those kind, right? But I'm curious because
Oh
the way he and I always align. So, what do you got, Chief?
So what I liked about the bottle is it's what I would call universal. So I like higher proofs, which we all know that. I don't like hot, spicy higher proofs, but I do drink. Majority of my stuff that I drink is usually 96 to 130 proof. All right, so give or take. But anyway, long story short, I struggled. I'll come back to this. I struggled to get the nose, and I couldn't really pick out a lot, so I kind of was back and forth with it. But at the end of the day, I really liked it. Okay, so I'm going with the 395.
Holy shnikes!
Bringing
Did
the
you
average
really?
back up.
Holy
Okay.
smokes!
Yeah, that's good.
So our audience member, are you comfortable giving a score? I know this is a little
You
bit
don't
out
have
of
to if you don't want
yours,
to.
but if
Don't
you
let
don't
them
want
pressure
to,
you. Hey, wait, everybody! Don't let anybody pressure you.
Okay. This, it was pretty. It burned going down. So this would probably be something I'd add my little ginger ale to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And put a little ice.
Okay. Where's Jimmy Fall when you need him?
My lord.
Oh, bring it, dog. Bring it.
So saying that, I'd probably give it a 3.
Okay.
Just a straight 3. Okay.
And that, I mean,
That's
she
all
doesn't.
right.
She's not a whiskey drinker, so that's
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, and I think you need to take that into consideration
Sure.
too. You know,
Yeah.
your
She's
palate
still learning.
develops.
Still
I
learning.
hated
Well,
scotch.
Well, that goes to what we said. This wouldn't be one you'd give to somebody that wasn't much of a whiskey drinker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is for people that love their whiskey.
Not for the faint of heart. I don't know if I said that before, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there's something about these that I connect with, and so what can I say?
No, it's we always say everyone's different, and
Sure, everybody's
you like
palate's
what you
different,
like,
sure.
and
You know, some people like popcorn, some people like potato chips. It is what it is. So what do we
Alright.
got, kids?
some people like Cheetos.
Cheetos.
So I guess we should do a little quick bottle count on what we're talking about next week.
That's
Oh, next week I am excited for this one.
Teaser.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait. Do you want to tease us a little bit, or should we just go right into the bottle?
God, it's a nice Scottish whiskey.
All right, let's check this out. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, it's time for the bottle cam. The bottle cam.
All right. Well, I
right.
am looking forward to that.
Yeah, so it is Scotch Week next week.
It's a nice single malt. This is a very nice single malt, and I'm looking forward to it. I've never had it, and I think we've talked about this. I think with Scottish whiskey, the sweet spot's about 18 years old. So I love most of the Glenmorangies I've ever had. So to be in the 18, which I've never had, I'm excited about it. So hopefully, you guys, I'm glad you guys will all be able to share in that and see what we think about
So can I
this.
ask you where you found that at? Was that local or?
No, I did. I had bought before. They have a Glenmorangie 18 with this famous artist that designed the label with these flowers. It's very pretty. And then I did find this. I'll call it more plain bottle, but it's just the same whiskey, and I bought it online. So
Okay.
so that we could have it on the show. I wanted to do it on the show. The other one's a pretty rare bottle. I'm trying to buy another one. You can't find it. So
Well, this one is extremely rare.
it's extremely rare. They're both extremely rare. The one with the flower label and box is very, very rare. But the only difference is the label. So,
Nice.
but anyway, so we're gonna try that. And as far as the Wizard next week, it's one of my episodes where we talk about Glenmorangie and Dr. Bill Lumsden, who is kind of the genius behind Glenmorangie, and this is one of the episodes that Cameron and Lauren really put together for it. So
Nice.
so yeah, we'll be doing that as the Wizard next week. So
Awesome.
Sweet.
That'll be fun.
yeah,
Okay. Let's move on, kids.
where are we at? Well, we're kind
Phil
of
Weaver just said this sounds like a very complex bourbon. It does. It
Yes,
is
absolutely. Oh,
very
yeah.
complex. I would
It is.
completely agree. I think that's a great summary.
There's a lot going on with it, and usually when you put water in something and there's a decent change, that does mean there is a lot
Sure.
going on with that whiskey. But yeah, it's definitely a whiskey drinker's whiskey, and probably not a starter whiskey.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I like a lot of 117s if you can ever get a hold of them, but different ones.
So, and not to stray from that, but 117 that's not chicken.
Weller one antique.
That's the one I'm thinking of. Is 117? Yes.
I think that, in my personal opinion, I think the Weller actually drinks a little smoother.
Is it 117 or 107?
107. I'm
107.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So little,
But
still, that's a
yeah, but
it's still a good proof.
It does drink. It drinks nice. It's a lot smoother. But
Yeah.
we're talking about 10 more
Points.
ABVs or
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
But it's still good. I like my higher proofs. It's funny because sometimes you go back to 80 proof, and you're kind of like,
Yeah.
Where's the beef?
where's the beef? Right. Damn, where's my hot dog?
It's
Where's
true.
going on
It's
over
true.
there? Damn. If I'd be any stupider, I'd live in Texas.
Sorry, Steve.
Oh my!
Oh my goodness!
All right,
let's-
Doug,
let's-
you got any closing words to take us out?
yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, he does. Of
Yes.
course he does.
Okay. Well, again, thanks for watching. Remember, if you don't catch us live, go ahead and watch us when it's convenient, because still all those views add up and they count. So please do that. It helps keep us doing this thing. So our closing quote tonight comes from Mark Twain. He said, "If I cannot drink bourbon and smoke cigars in heaven, then I shall not go."
Amen.
That's right.
Amen.
All
All right, kids. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I really appreciate it. I know the scroll wasn't super busy, but the usual suspects were there, and it was nice to hear from Donnelly, brother Steve, Jose for sure. Jose, I want to talk to you. We should probably talk this week. You were looking for something, and I have that bottle. But at the end of the day,
You got Phil and Pete too.
oh,
Don't
I'm
forget
sorry. I said the
Lindsay and-
usual
yeah,
suspects.
yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, Lindsay,
Pat.
Phil, Pat, everybody.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I just was doing my
And
thing. So
Patrick may be visiting soon, so
that'd be nice.
we'll see
That'd be
about
nice.
that. See
All right,
about
good.
what
Rent a
his,
car.
what his
Bring your
plans
clubs.
are. Yeah.
Bring
Rent a car.
Yeah.
Just kidding. All right, kids. Hey, we'll catch you next Friday. I appreciate you all. Until then, I am your host, Big G.
Karen Helen Keller.
Doug Dunbar,
And Zach.
producer Zach. We'll see you guys next time.
Next week.
Next week.
Next
All right.
week.
See you later.
All
Thank
right.
you.
If whiskey stopped working, every bar in town would be closing their doors, shutting down. Everybody would be trapped with their thoughts, 'cause nothing numbs the pain like bourbon or scotch. Oh no, oh no, no. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. If whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped. Poor Jack D would be out of a job. Jameson and Bean would be cut off. Hank Williams songs wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, this whole damn world would be a mess. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. If whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped, oh. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably halfway out of this town, leaving Tennessee. stopped working